Maya felt her head spinning as she walked out of the noisy restaurant. The music was too loud, the lights were too bright, and she had drunk way too much wine. May's birthday party was fun, but Maya could not stop thinking about what happened. Yesterday, she lost her job at the coffee shop where she worked for 2 years. Her boss told her they did not need her anymore because business was slow. Maya knew it was not true. The real reason was that the owner's daughter needed a job, and Maya was the easiest person to let go. She was just a poor girl from the wrong side of town, and nobody cared about her. Maya pulled out her phone as she waited for the bus. Her hands were shaking and she felt sick. She needed to talk to someone. Lisa was her best friend since high school, and she always knew what to say when Maya felt bad about herself. She opened her phone and started typing a message. The screen was fuzzy, and she could barely see the letters. Maya squinted her eyes and tried to focus. She thought she clicked on Lisa's name, but everything looked the same in her drunk state. "Hey girl, I'm so drunk right now," Maya typed with clumsy fingers. "I lost my stupid job yesterday, and I'm feeling like total garbage about myself." She took a selfie, making a sad face and sticking out her tongue. Her dark hair was messy and her makeup was smudged, but she did not care. Lisa had seen her look worse. "Look how pathetic I look, lol," she wrote and sent the photo. Maya felt a little better after sending the message. She always felt safe talking to Lisa. They grew up in the same poor neighborhood, and Lisa understood what it was like to struggle for everything. A few blocks away, Lex Bennett was working late in his office on the top floor of the Bennett Industries building. He was tired after a long day of meetings, but he could not sleep. Being the CEO of a big tech company was lonely work. He had money and success, but he did not have anyone to share it with. His phone buzzed on the desk. Alex looked at the screen and saw a message from a number he did not recognize. He was about to delete it when he saw the photo. His heart stopped. It was Maya Rodriguez, the girl he met at a charity event 3 months ago. He remembered her perfectly. She was taking photos for the event photographer, and when she smiled at him, Alex felt something he had never felt before. He tried to talk to her that night, but she disappeared before he could get her name. It took him weeks to find out who she was. Alex had been thinking about Maya ever since that night. He even drove by the coffee shop where she worked a few times, hoping to see her again, but he was too scared to go inside. What would a girl like her want with a rich guy like him? She probably thought he was just another spoiled rich boy. Now she was texting him by mistake, and Alex did not know what to do. He looked at the message again. She said she lost her job and felt bad about herself. Alex wanted to help her, but he knew she would stop texting if she found out who he really was. Maya sent another message. "Sorry, I'm being so weird tonight. Just need my bestie to tell me everything will be okay." Alex stared at the phone. She thought he was her best friend. He knew he should tell her she had the wrong number, but something stopped him. This might be his only chance to really talk to her. He typed carefully. "Everything will be okay. You are stronger than you know." Maya read the message and smiled for the first time all day. Lisa always knew the right thing to say, but this felt different. More thoughtful than usual. "Thanks, babe," Maya replied. "I'd eat what I'm going to do about money, though. Rent is due next week, and I have like $50. Alex felt his heart break. Wanted to send her money right away, but he knew that would seem strange. Instead, he wrote, "You will find something better. You are talented and smart. Well, since when do you give such good advice?" Maya texted back. "You sound different tonight." Alex panicked. He was being too formal. Tried to write more like how he imagined a young woman would text her friend. "Just trying to be a good friend," he replied. Maya felt warm inside reading the message. Maybe losing her job was not the end of the world. She took another selfie, this time smiling a little bit. She was sitting at the bus stop under a streetlight, and her face looked soft and pretty in the yellow glow, feeling a tiny bit better. "Now," she wrote and sent the photo. Alex looked at the picture and felt his chest tighten. She was so beautiful, even when she was sad and drunk. Her brown eyes looked tired, but there was still a spark in them. Saved the photo without thinking about it. "You look beautiful," he typed, then deleted it. That was too much. He tried. "Again, glad you feel better." The bus finally came, and Maya climbed on. She found a seat in the back and continued texting her friend. Something felt different about Lisa tonight, but Maya was too drunk and upset to think about it clearly. "Gonna go home and eat ice cream and watch sad movies," Maya wrote. "Thanks for making me feel less alone." Alex read the message and wished he could be there with her. He wanted to take care of her and make sure she never felt alone again. But she did not even know his real name. "You are never alone," he wrote back. "Sweet dreams." Maya smiled as she read the message. She put her phone away and watched the city lights go by through the bus window. Maybe tomorrow would be better. At least she had Lisa to talk to. Back in his office, Alex could not stop looking at Maya's photos. He had been in love with her since the moment he saw her, but now he felt something deeper. She was real and honest in a way that no one in his world ever was. All the women he met only cared about his money and status. But Maya was different. Alex made a decision that would change both of their lives. He would not tell Maya who he really was, not yet. He would be her friend and help her however he could. Maybe this was his chance to show her that he cared about the real her. It's not just her pretty face. He did not know that this one night would start the most important relationship of his life. Maya woke up the next morning with a terrible headache. The sunlight coming through her small apartment window hurt her eyes. She grabbed her phone to check the time and saw several messages from Lisa. But when she read them, Maya felt confused. The messages were different from how Lisa usually wrote. They were more thoughtful and kind. Maya remembered texting her friend last night, but everything was fuzzy because she drank too much wine. "Good morning. How are you feeling today?" The message said. Maya rubbed her eyes and typed back, "Like I got hit by a truck. Thanks for being so sweet last night. You really helped me feel better." Alex was already at his office when he got Maya's message. He had been awake since 5 in the morning, thinking about their conversation. Wanted to help her, but he had to be careful not to seem too eager or different from her friend. "What are you going to do about finding a new job?" Alex wrote back. Maya sighed as she read the message. She made coffee with the last bit she had in her kitchen and sat on her old couch. The apartment was tiny and the furniture was worn out. "But it was home, I don't know," Maya replied. "Maybe I can find another coffee shop job, but I really want to do photography. I've been taking pictures since high school, but nobody takes me seriously." Alex felt excited when he read about her photography dream. He remembered seeing her at the charity event with her camera. She looked so happy and focused when she was working. "Tell me about your photography," Alex typed. "Yes. What kind of pictures do you like to take?" Maya was surprised by the question. Lisa never asked about her photography dreams. She usually just said it was a waste of time, and Maya should focus on getting a real job. "I love taking pictures of people," Maya wrote. "Not fancy wedding photos or anything like that. I like catching people when they are being real, like kids playing in the park or old couples holding hands. I think everyone has a beautiful story." Alex read her message 3 times. She was amazing. He had met so many people who only cared about money and fame, but Maya cared about real human moments. "That sounds wonderful," he replied. "Should not give up on that dream." "Lol, easy for you to say," Maya texted back. "You don't have to worry about paying rent. Sorry, I'm just stressed about money." Alex wanted to tell her that money was not everything, but he knew that would sound stupid to someone who was struggling. Instead, he decided to do something to help her without her knowing. "I understand," Alex wrote, "but don't let money stop you from following your heart." Over the next few days, Maya and Alex texted each other constantly. Maya told him about her life growing up poor, how her dad left when she was 10, and how her mom worked 2 jobs to keep them in their small apartment. She talked about feeling like she was not good enough for successful people, and how she was scared she would never make anything of herself. Alex listened to everything, and gave her advice and encouragement. He told her she was stronger than she knew, and that her background made her more real and honest than people who had everything handed to them. "Sometimes I feel like I'm invisible," Maya wrote one evening. "It's like I could disappear and nobody would notice." Alex felt his heart break. When he read that message, he wanted to tell her that he noticed her, that he thought about her every day since he met her. But he could not say that without revealing who he really was. "You are not invisible," Alex replied. "We're one of the most real people in the world. Someone special is going to see that someday." Maya smiled as she read the message. Lisa was being so different lately, but Maya liked this new side of her friend. She felt like she could tell her anything. "Thanks for listening to all my problems," Maya wrote. "I know I'm being a downer lately. Tell me about your life. How is work going?" Alex panicked. He did not know anything about Lisa's life or job. He had to be careful not to say the wrong thing. "Work is fine," he wrote. "Nothing too exciting. I like hearing about your life more." While they were texting, Alex was secretly helping Maya in ways she did not know about. He had his assistant create fake job postings for photography positions at local magazines and event companies. He made sure the jobs were real and that Maya would be qualified for them. Maya started seeing these job posts online and got excited. She applied for 3 different photography jobs, not knowing that Alex had arranged for them to be posted. "Guess what?" Maya texted one day. "I found some photography jobs to apply for. Maybe things are starting to look up." Alex smiled when he read her message. "That is wonderful news. I knew good things would happen for you. You really think I can do this?" Maya asked. "I think I'm just kidding myself about being a photographer. If you can do anything you set your mind to," Alex replied. "You have talent and you care about people. That is more than most photographers have." Maya felt tears in her eyes as she read the message. Nobody had ever believed in her dreams the way Lisa was believing in her now. She took a selfie of herself, smiling, and sent it to her friend. "You made me smile today," she wrote with the photo. Alex looked at the picture and felt his heart race. Maya looked so happy and hopeful. Her smile was bright and her eyes were full of life. He saved the photo, like he had saved all the others she sent him. That night, Maya called her real friend Lisa to thank her for being so supportive through text messages. "What are you talking about?" Lisa said. "I have not been texting you. My phone broke 3 days ago and I just got it fixed today." Maya felt her blood turn cold. If Lisa had not been texting her, then who had she been talking to for the past week? She looked at her phone and realized she had been sending messages and photos to a complete stranger. "Oh my God," Maya whispered. "I have been texting the wrong number." Maya hung up the phone and stared at her messages. Some stranger had been reading all her personal thoughts and problems. They had seen her drunk selfies and heard about her money troubles. Maya felt sick to her stomach. She looked at all the kind messages the stranger had sent her. Whoever it was had been so nice and encouraging. But Maya felt embarrassed and scared. Who was this person? Were they laughing at her? Were they some creepy man who was enjoying her photos? Maya decided to stop texting the number. She was too embarrassed to explain her mistake. She would just disappear and hope the stranger would forget about her. But Alex was waiting for her next message, not knowing that Maya had discovered the truth. Maya spent 3 days avoiding her phone. Every time it buzzed with a new message, she felt sick to her stomach. The stranger kept texting her, asking if she was okay and why she stopped talking to him. Maya read the messages but did not reply. She was too embarrassed and scared. "Maya, are you there?" One message said, "Did I say something wrong? Please talk to me." Maya wanted to text back and explain everything, but she could not find the courage. What would she say? "Sorry for sending you drunk photos and telling you all my problems." It was too embarrassing. On Friday morning, Maya got a phone call that changed everything. A woman from Bennett Industries called and said they needed a photographer for their big company party that weekend. The pay was more money than Maya made in a month at the coffee shop. "We saw your work online, and we think you would be perfect for this event," the woman said. "Can you be there Saturday night at 7? Maya could not believe it. This was exactly the kind of job she dreamed about. She said yes right away. Even though she was nervous about working at such a fancy event, Maya spent all of Friday shopping for a nice dress with the little money she had left. She found a simple black dress at a discount store that made her look professional. She practiced taking photos with her old camera and tried to prepare herself for the biggest job of her life. Saturday night came quickly. Maya took the bus to the fancy hotel where Bennett Industries was having their party. When she walked into the building, she felt like she was in a different world. Everything was expensive and beautiful. Crystal chandeliers hung from the ceiling, and people in designer clothes were everywhere. Maya felt out of place in her cheap dress and old camera, but she tried to act confident. She started taking pictures of the guests, capturing their conversations and laughter. The work felt natural to her, and she began to relax. After an hour of taking photos, Maya decided to take a break. She went to the quiet hallway outside the main party room to check her camera and make sure the pictures looked good. As she was looking through the photos on her camera screen, her phone buzzed. Maya looked at her phone and saw a message from the mystery number. "Hope you are having a good day. Thinking about you." Maya stared at the message. The stranger was still trying to talk to her. She felt guilty for ignoring him when he had been so kind to her. Maybe she should finally text him back and explain the mistake. She looked up from her phone and saw a man standing near the windows, typing on his phone. He was tall, with dark hair and a nice suit. Maya thought he looked familiar, but she could not remember where she had seen him before. The man finished typing and put his phone in his pocket. A few seconds later, Maya's phone buzzed again. She looked down and saw another message from the mystery number. "I know you are probably busy, but I miss talking to you." Maya's heart stopped. She looked up at the man by the window, then back at her phone. The timing was too perfect to be a coincidence. She watched as the man pulled out his phone again and started typing. Maya's phone buzzed once more. "You mean more to me than you know." Maya felt like she could not breathe. The man by the window was the mystery texter. All those personal messages, all those drunk photos, all her secrets about being poor and scared, they all went to this rich man at this fancy party. Maya walked closer to get a better look at him. When he turned around, she recognized his face immediately. It was Alex Bennett, the CEO of Bennett Industries. She had seen his photo in magazines and online. He was one of the richest men in the city. Maya felt dizzy. Powerful, wealthy. Man had been reading her messages for a week. He knew about her money problems, her fears, her dreams. He had seen her drunk selfies and heard her complain about being a poor girl who did not belong with successful people. Maya's face burned with embarrassment and anger. She marched over to Alex, her hands shaking with emotion. "Excuse me," Maya said, her voice louder than she meant it to be. Alex turned around and his face went white when he saw Maya. He knew immediately that she had figured out the truth. "Maya," Alex said quietly. "I can explain." "Explain what?" Maya said, trying not to cry. "Explain how you have been making fun of a stupid poor girl who sent you drunk photos by mistake." "No, it was not like that," Alex said quickly. "I was not making fun of you." "Then what was it like?" Maya asked. "Some rich guy getting entertainment from a girl who does not know any better." Other people at the party started looking at them. Alex moved closer to Maya and spoke in a low voice. "Can we please talk somewhere private?" Alex asked. "Why?" Maya said. "You can lie to me some more? I trusted you. Told you things I never told anyone else." "Did you, Rai?" "Everything I said to you was real," Alex said. "My feelings are real." Maya laughed, but it was not a happy sound. "Your feelings? You do not even know me. You just know some drunk girl who texted the wrong number." "I do know you," Alex said. "You are kind and talented and strong. You care about people and you have big dreams even when life is hard." "Stop," Maya said. "Just stop talking. You think this is some romantic movie where the rich guy falls for the poor girl? This is real life. People like you do not care about people like me." Maya felt tears starting to fall down her face. She was embarrassed and hurt and angry all at the same time. "You are wrong," Alex said. "I've been thinking about you since the moment I met you at the charity event 3 months ago." Maya stared at him. "What charity event?" "You were taking photos there?" Alex said. "I tried to talk to you, but you left before I could. I have been looking for you ever since." Maya remembered that night. She remembered seeing a handsome man in an expensive suit looking at her, but she left early because she felt out of place.
"So?
You knew who I was when I started texting you by mistake?" Maya asked. Alex nodded. "I should have told you right away, but I was scared you would stop talking to me." "You lied to me," Maya said. "For a whole week you pretended to be my friend, while you were really just some rich guy playing games." "It was not a game," Alex said. "Everything I felt was real. Everything I told you was true." Maya wiped her tears and picked up her camera bag. I cannot do this. This whole thing is crazy. Please do not leave, Alex said. Let me explain everything. But Maya was already walking away. She felt like she could not breathe in the fancy hotel with all the rich people staring at her. She needed to get out of there and go home where she belonged. Maya left her photography equipment behind and ran out of the hotel. Alex called her name, but she did not look back. She felt like the biggest fool in the world for thinking someone actually cared about her dreams and problems. As Maya waited for the bus in the cold night air, she realized that the fairy tale was over. She was back to being just a poor girl, with no job and no future. And Alex Bennett was back to being a rich man who was completely out of her league. Alex stood in the empty hotel hallway for 10 minutes after Maya left. He could not believe how badly everything had gone wrong. He had dreamed of this moment when he would finally talk to Maya face to face, but it turned into a disaster. He tried calling Maya's phone, but it went straight to voicemail. He sent text messages, but they were not delivered. Maya had blocked his number. Alex felt desperate and lost. He had to find a way to make things right with her. The next morning, Alex could not focus on anything at work. He kept thinking about the hurt look in Maya's eyes when she realized he had been lying to her. It was right to be angry with him. He should have told her the truth from the beginning. Alex decided he needed to find Maya and apologize properly. He drove to her neighborhood, but he did not know which apartment was hers. He walked around the streets for an hour, hoping to see her, but she was nowhere to be found. Finally, Alex saw an older Chinese woman watering plants outside one of the apartment buildings. She looked friendly, so he decided to ask her for help. Excuse me, Alex said politely. Do you know Maya Rodriguez? She lives around here somewhere. The woman looked at Alex suspiciously. He was wearing an expensive suit and driving a fancy car. He did not belong in this poor neighborhood. Why do you want to know? The woman asked. I am a friend of hers, Alex said. I need to talk to her about something important. The woman, Mrs. Chen, studied Alex's face. She had lived in the neighborhood for 30 years and she could tell when someone was lying. But Alex looked genuinely worried and sad. Maya is a good girl, Mrs. Chen said. She has been very upset the last few days. She barely leaves her apartment. Upset about what? Alex asked. Money problems, Mrs. Chen said. She lost her job and she cannot pay her rent. The landlord came by yesterday and said she has to move out by the end of the week. Alex felt sick. Maya was going to lose her home, and it was partly his fault. If he had not confused her with his lies, maybe she would have kept looking for work instead of staying in her apartment feeling embarrassed. Which apartment is hers? Alex asked. Mrs. Chen pointed to a window on the second floor, apartment to be, but she does not want to see anyone right now. Alex thanked Mrs. Chen and looked up at Maya's window. He could see a small light on inside, but the curtains were closed. He wanted to knock on her door, but he knew she would not let him in. Instead, Alex went back to his office and made some phone calls. If Maya would not talk to him directly, he would find other ways to help her. He called the landlord of Maya's building and paid all of her overdue rent, plus 3 months in advance. He told the landlord not to mention his name. Next, Alex called his friend David, who owned a successful photography studio downtown. Alex had helped David's business get started a few years ago, and David owed him a favor. I need you to offer someone a job, Alex said. Her name is Maya Rodriguez, and she is a very talented photographer. Is this for business or personal reasons? David asked with a knowing smile. Just trust me on this one, Alex said. She is good at what she does, and she needs a chance. David agreed to call Maya and offer her a trial position at his studio. Alex made sure David understood not to mention Alex's name at all. Meanwhile, Maya was sitting in her dark apartment, feeling sorry for herself. She had not eaten much in 2 days, and she had not answered her phone. She felt stupid for trusting a stranger, and even more stupid for thinking someone like Alex Bennett could actually care about her. Maya's phone rang, and she almost did not answer it. But when she saw it was a number she did not recognize, she decided to pick up. Maybe it was about a job. Hello, is this Maya Rodriguez? The voice said. My name is David Park, and I own Park Photography Studio downtown. I saw your work online, and I would like to offer you a position. Maya sat up straight. Are you serious? Completely serious, David said. We need someone who can capture real emotions in their photos. Your style is exactly what we are looking for. Maya could not believe what she was hearing. What kind of position? It would start as a trial for 2 weeks, David explained. If things work out, we can talk about making it permanent. The pay is $1,500 a week to start. Maya's mouth fell open. That was more money than she had ever made in her life. When can I start? Tomorrow, if you are available, David said. After Maya hung up the phone, she felt confused and suspicious. Good things like this did not just happen to girls like her. But she was also desperate for work and money. She decided to take the job and see what happened. The next day, Maya got dressed in her best clothes and took the bus to Park Photography Studio. The studio was in a nice part of town with big windows and expensive equipment everywhere. Park was a kind man in his 40s who made Maya feel welcome right away. Show me what you can do, David said, handing Maya a professional camera. Maya spent the morning taking photos of models and learning how to use the studio equipment. She felt nervous at first, but soon she was comfortable and confident. Work felt natural to her. You are very good at this, David told her during lunch. Where did you learn to take photos like this? I taught myself mostly, Maya said. I have been taking pictures since high school, but nobody ever thought I was good enough to make money at it. Well, they were wrong, David said. You have a real gift. Maya felt proud and happy for the first time in weeks. Maybe she did have talent after all. Maybe she could make a real career out of photography. Over the next few days, Maya threw herself into her work at the studio. She learned quickly and impressed everyone with her natural ability to capture beautiful moments. The other photographers liked her and treated her as an equal. Maya's confidence grew stronger every day. She started to believe that she deserved good things and that her dreams were not impossible. She moved into a better apartment, closer to the studio, and bought some new clothes with her first paycheck, but Maya still felt hurt and confused about Alex. She wondered if he was really just playing games with her or if his feelings had been real. Sometimes she missed their text conversations and the way he encouraged her dreams. Maya did not know that Alex was watching her success from far away, feeling proud and happy that she was doing so well. He wanted to contact her and tell her how amazing she was, but he knew she needed time to heal from what he had done. Alex wrote letters to Maya every night, explaining his feelings and apologizing for lying to her. But he never sent the letters, just kept them in a box on his desk, hoping that someday he would have the courage to give them to her. Both Maya and Alex were learning important lessons about love, trust, and forgiveness. They were both growing. Stronger, but they were doing it apart from each other, not knowing that their story was far from over. 3 months passed since the night at the hotel. Maya had become one of the best photographers at David's studio. Her confidence grew stronger every day, and she started to believe in herself and her abilities. She had her own apartment, nice clothes, and enough money to pay all her bills. For the first time in her life, Maya felt successful. David had been so impressed with Maya's work that he decided to feature her. Photos in a special art show at a downtown gallery. Maya was nervous, but excited. Her pictures would be hanging on the walls next to famous photographers from around the city. This is a big deal, David told Maya as they hung her photos in the gallery. Important people from all over the city will be here tonight. This could change your whole career. Maya looked at her photos on the white gallery walls. They showed real people living their lives, children playing in parks, elderly couples holding hands, workers taking lunch breaks. She had captured honest, beautiful moments that made people feel something real. I still cannot believe this is happening to me, Maya said to David. You earned this, David replied. You are talented and you work hard. Stop acting surprised when good things happen to you. That evening, Maya put on her best dress and tried to calm her nerves. The gallery was full of well-dressed people drinking wine and looking at art. Maya felt proud as she watched people stop and really look at her photographs. Maya was talking to a newspaper reporter about her work when she saw a familiar face across the room. Alex Bennett was standing near one of her photos, studying it carefully. Maya's heart started beating fast. She had not seen him since that terrible night at the hotel. Maya excused herself from the reporter and walked over to where Alex was standing. He was looking at a photo she took of a young mother pushing her baby on a swing. The woman in the photo was laughing, and the baby looked completely happy and safe. "Hello, Maya," Alex said quietly when he saw her approaching. "Congratulations on the show. Your work is incredible." Maya looked at Alex and realized she was not angry anymore. The hurt feelings were still there, but they felt smaller now. She had grown stronger over the past few months, and Alex looked different too. He seemed tired and sad. "Thank you," Maya said. "I did not expect to see you here." "David is an old friend of mine," Alex explained. "He told me about the show. Hope it is okay that I came." Maya nodded. "It is okay. This is a public event." They stood in uncomfortable silence for a moment, both looking at the photograph instead of at each other. "Maya," Alex said finally, "I need to tell you something. I've been carrying this around for months and I cannot keep it inside anymore." Maya looked at him and saw something different in his eyes. The confident, powerful businessman was gone. Instead, she saw someone who looked lost and sorry. "What is it?" Maya asked. Alex reached into his jacket pocket and pulled out a thick envelope. "These are letters I wrote to you. One every night since that day at the hotel. I never sent them because I knew you did not want to hear from me." Maya took the envelope and felt how heavy it was. There must have been dozens of letters inside. "Why are you giving them to me now?" Maya asked. "Because I need you to know the truth about everything," Alex said. "It's not just about the texting, but about how I helped your career. You deserve to know all of it." Maya felt her stomach drop. "Oh, what? Do you mean you helped my career?" Alex took a deep breath. "I paid your rent when you were about to be evicted. I asked David to give you the job at his studio. I had my assistant post those photography jobs you applied for online." Maya stared at Alex in shock. Everything good that had happened to her in the past few months was because of him. Her job, her apartment, even this art show, none of it was real. "So none of this is because I am actually good at photography?" Maya asked, her voice shaking. "No," Alex said quickly. "That is not true at all. I only helped you get opportunities. Everything else, your talent, your hard work, your success, that is all you." Maya felt tears starting to form in her eyes. "How do I know what is real and what is fake? How do I know if I actually earned any of this?" "Look around you," Alex said, pointing to the people in the gallery. "Look at how they are reacting to your work. I cannot fake that. I cannot pay people to feel emotions when they look at your photos." Maya looked around the gallery and saw people genuinely moved by her photographs. An older man was wiping tears from his eyes as he looked at her picture of a grandfather teaching his grandson to fish. A young couple was holding hands and smiling. At her photo of two teenagers sharing an ice cream cone. "Your photos make people feel something real," Alex continued. "It comes from your heart and your talent. I just helped you get a chance to show the world what you could do." Maya was quiet for a long time, thinking about everything Alex had said. She was hurt that he had been controlling her life without her knowing, but she was also starting to understand why he did it. "Why did you help me?" Maya asked. "Because I love you," Alex said simply. "I fell in love with you that first night when you were drunk and sad and completely honest about your life. I fell in love with your dreams and your kindness and your strength. I wanted to help you because I wanted you to be happy," Maya felt, her heart beating faster. "You love me?" "What?" "I have loved you since the moment I met you at that charity event," Alex said. "When you started texting me by accident, it felt like a gift. I got to know the real you, and you were even more amazing than I imagined." Maya looked down at the envelope full of letters in her hands. "What do these say? They say everything?" "I should have told you from the beginning," Alex said. "They say that I am sorry for lying to you. They say that you are the most genuine person I have ever met. They say that I think about you every day, and I would do anything to earn your forgiveness." Maya opened the envelope and pulled out one of the letters. Alex's handwriting was neat and careful. The letter was 3 pages long and full of honest words about his feelings and his regrets. "Will you give me another chance?" Alex asked. "Not as your mystery text friend, and not as someone who helps your career in secret. Just as me, asking if you would let me get to know you the right way this time. Maya looked at Alex and saw something she had never seen before. He was being completely honest and vulnerable with her. The powerful, confident CEO was gone, and in his place was just a man who was in love and asking for forgiveness. "I do not know," Maya said honestly. "You hurt me and you lied to me. That is not easy to get over." "I understand," Alex said. "I do not expect you to forgive me right away. But maybe we could start slow? Maybe we could have coffee sometime and just talk honestly about everything?" Maya thought about it for a moment. She was still hurt, but she was also curious about who Alex really was when he was not pretending to be someone else. "Okay," Maya said finally. "We can try. But no more lies and no more secrets. If we do this, we do it honestly." Alex smiled for the first time in months. "No more lies. I promise." Maya smiled back. "Just a little bit. And no more helping my career. Without telling me, if I succeed or fail, I want it to be because of my own work." "Agreed," Alex said. "Though I hope you know that you are going to succeed either way. Your talent is real, Maya. Everything good that has happened to you is because you earned it." As Maya and Alex talked in the gallery surrounded by her photographs, both of them, it felt hopeful for the first time in months. They had a long way to go before they could trust each other completely, but they were ready to try. The story that started with a drunk text to the wrong number was finally becoming a real love story, built on honesty, forgiveness, and the belief that two people from different worlds could find a way to be together.